Well, hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dragon here today, and we have the summary of the interview that Toyotaro has had on the Dragon Ball official website weekly news, and it's about Granolah. And there's quite a lot of very interesting information about how he built Granolah, the new arc, Toriyama's involvement. There's quite a lot of interesting stuff, so let's get right into it. So starting off the interview, Toyotaro gets asked a very important question. How did Granolah came to be? Toyotaro said that he submitted the idea and he wanted to make a character which is as close to the Saiyans as possible in terms of lore, and that's how Granolah came to be. The heaters in Change were characters which were created by Toriyama. So the actual concept creation of the characters, the heaters, were Toriyama, and Granolah was completely originally created by Toyotaro. After the original pitch by Toyotaro, Toriyama spent some time making changes to the script and characters, and Toyotaro said that once he received the kind of original stuff back to him from Toriyama, he said that he was just blown away by the additions that Toriyama added to the main story, just to make it a bit more complex and interconnected, right? Granolah's full design is also on Toyotaro. Toyotaro also had the idea of kind of like putting into him like the sniper kind of mentality. He's a sniper, he has these skills and stuff like that. The clothing is to show like an outdated civilization with steampunk things, which is basically quite interesting because obviously it's like from 50 years in the past. And also the plan was to show that this is a civilization which is erased from history, so they wanted to make it look like it's quite old-timely and also that it's erased from the past. Now, something quite interesting about the heaters is that the design was rejected actually 4 times by Toriyama. So in the end, Toyotaro literally begged Toriyama to finish the design of the heaters because he just was not able to satisfy Toriyama with his own designs, which is quite interesting. Now, the Namekians' story has also been expanded because, as you know, they explained that as a race it was never actually born on planet Namek. They come from a different universe. So this narrative decision was made, of course, by Toriyama because Toyotaro said that he does not have the power or the influence to make such a big and huge decision, right? Now, Toriyama also shared with Toyotaro lots of hidden truths about Dragon Ball lore, which then gave Toyotaro a way to build it into the story. So as we can see from the manga, from the start of the Granolah arc, things get really tense and it has quite like a high sense of like speed and action because there's a lot of stuff to be shown, and that kind of like high pace is something that's quite unique to this new manga. Everything is going super fast, but at the same time it gives us a lot of detail on certain aspects such as the Namekians, Granolah's past, the Saiyans, the war, like all this stuff together, which gives us like a more interesting flavor of the story of the new chapter in Dragon Ball Super. Now, oil and maki are used mainly for comic relief in the manga at times in between all the tension and of course the fighting. The strongest also in the universe concept was a concept that they really wanted to plan out and flesh out quite well, so this is why the tension was held quite highly to kind of make people understand that the strongest in the universe does not really mean exactly the strongest. It actually means in certain ways, which is of course we can see here from Granolah. Just to, if you haven't watched the manga, I'm not gonna spoil it to you, but just so you know, there is a particular condition for why Granolah is so strong as he is. It doesn't have that power just because the dragon was kind to him. He had to pay quite a huge price for it. Now, in terms of other stuff, so Goku was, for example, he was pretty much perfect in the fight against Moro, so Toyotaro wanted to show in this new arc that there is actually a new step beyond perfection itself. So this whole arc is about the struggles and training and evolution of Goku, especially Vegeta as well, as they train, get better, get stronger, and also become more powerful than they were in the previous arc. And obviously that kind of gives us a hint that the battles to come are going to be battles which are going to be crazily over the top. the dynamic between Granolah and also the Saiyans is going to increase even more. So as we progress to the manga, there's going to be new things happening, and there's going to be new development between these characters, especially once they find out that actually Goku and Vegeta are not cold-blooded Saiyans as Granolah thought they were. So this is going to be, of course, something quite interesting when that's going to happen. At some point, obviously in the future, that will happen. And guys, that's it for today's video summary of this interview from Toyotaro. It's quite interesting, to be honest, and also very, very interesting how this story came to be. And with that, of course, I shall catch you guys later in my next videos. Bye.